This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
What's up, besties? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping in today. If you're new here, hi, hello. If you're coming back here, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I'm definitely in the mood to get creative within my own wardrobe and share some outfit inspiration with you guys for fall. I've pretty much been thrifting every single week since I've moved to St. Louis. We've now been living here for 5 or 6 months now, which is insane, and I don't really know of a weekend that I've taken off from thrifting. I have this clothing rack, another clothing rack, and all of my accessories. This is a shirt, boot, whatever the hell fits in this closet. My dress closet slash shoe rack. In this corner, we have pants and some tops. This is also where I let Derek have a minimal amount of closet space. Thank you. And in my living room, I have my coat closet. She goes all the way back there. This is also where I keep all of my winter sweaters. So I have a ton of stuff that I can pull from, and I really want to get better about sharing video content and outfit ideas with you guys out of stuff that I already have in my closet. So that is what we're going to be doing today, but I'm gonna do it in this really fun format that I found via TikTok. I've never actually seen anybody do it on YouTube before, so I thought this would be a fun video idea where I take the effects called the dress like the aesthetic effect. Basically, it's a TikTok effect that gives you an aesthetic to dress like. So I'm gonna be using this effect for today's video, and we're going to be putting together basically 100% thrifted outfits from the dress like the aesthetic effect on TikTok. So I think this is gonna be a really fun challenge for me to style up different aesthetics. It's what I love to do, it's why I love fashion, and I don't think that you have to always be tied to like one type of style. I definitely feel like my style is a mix of vintage and modern and feminine and masculine and a little bit of edgy and a little bit of like girly. So I think with this effect, we're gonna get literally any aesthetic you could ever possibly wish for. And I'm excited to see what aesthetics it comes up with. I honestly haven't done a ton of research in this, so we're really gonna be doing this on the fly today, which I think will be really fun. And we're going to go into all of my multiple closets and be pulling different pieces to put these aesthetic looks together. I'm fueled up with coffee. Let's see what our first aesthetic is to style up. All right, the first one it's giving me is vintage. Wow, it's like as if they knew me. Honestly, the outfit I'm wearing is probably already perfect because I'm wearing a vintage top, but we're gonna get more creative than that. I think we'll start with maybe a top and try to find a good vintage top. One just popped into my mind that I haven't worn in a while. I thrifted it back in Nashville at my favorite Goodwill, and I feel like it's perfect for fall. I believe it is on this rack. I honestly don't know how my mind can remember where every piece of clothing is, yet I can't remember like what I ate for dinner last night. Ha, found it. I think I'm gonna start with this 70s knit cardigan. It gives me very like Gucci kind of schoolgirl vibes. Let's go to my pants section and see if there's something that would go with this. I found these pair of pants I thought would go really nicely. These are a 90s limited high waist trouser. We could do these pair of cords that I have. The style is very 70s, and I feel like this color is also very 70s. I also have these actual 70s bell bottoms, so we'll throw these into the mix as well. And then I think I'm going to grab a pair of 70s bell bottoms. I actually didn't show this closet. This is my denim slash comfy clothes closet. I have a pair of like 70s sailor pants. Let's try these bottoms out and see which ones we want to go with, and then we'll move on to the accessories. I tried on all my pants options, but I definitely feel like these are the best and the truest to kind of my initial vision. I got these at a vintage store here in St. Louis called Retro 101 slash Cherry Bomb Vintage. They have a very long name, but they have the most amazing selection. You guys have to go if you're in St. Louis. And I thought they just went along perfectly with this top, but I feel like we need to really like hit it home with the accessories and make this look super vintage. So I'm gonna go grab a couple accessories and shoes, and then we'll finish off the look. I'm debating between a couple accessories I have. First, I found this hat that I thrifted, God, like 7 years ago when I lived in Florida. Honestly, like how cute is this? I feel like these are making a comeback. So I have this neck scarf. I think it goes nicely with the green and then the blue and the pants. I also have this super 70s one. I think I like the other one better though, because this one feels a little bit more like flight attendant-y to me, and the other one feels a little bit more chic. So I'm gonna go with the first scarf. I think I'm just gonna grab some big hoop earrings, a good pair of sunglasses, and a watch. So here's the final vintage look. I love this because it's giving me 70s, but also like early 2000s does 70s. So from the bottom to the top, I did my Steve Madden early 2000s boots. I love this heel. They have been a staple of my wardrobe for the fall for the past like 5 years. Absolutely love them, and they give me very 70s vibes. Of course, the vintage denim. They are a 70s sailor pant. And then of course, underneath this gorgeous jacket, I have the 70s cardigan. I top the whole look off with this oxblood leather trench. It can also be tied up. It kind of creates like a whole other look when you tie it up. I did the backpack. Underneath this, I did that scarf. And then of course, this hat, which I'm so excited about. I don't think I've worn it since like 2017, but I was digging in my accessories drawer and I was like, this would be perfect. So that is the vintage dress like the aesthetic. Let's move on to our second look and see what they give us. Before we move on to the next outfit, I want to introduce today's video sponsor, which is Squarespace. My blog, tailormadestyle.com, is hosted by Squarespace, but if you're looking to maybe showcase your photography or sell your art, or maybe you want to create a blog like me, Squarespace has a ton of diverse features on their platform to accommodate whatever needs you might have. After having Squarespace host my website over the last 6 months, I've discovered my favorite feature is definitely that all of their websites are mobile optimized, so I'm able to update my website on the go. Squarespace has a ton of preset templates to choose from that are completely customizable, so they really have something for everybody. If you want to join me over on Squarespace, you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, you can go to squarespace.com/tailormadestyle to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Next, Preppy. Okay, I've been loving the Preppy trend lately, the socks and loafers, schoolgirl sort of skirts, button downs. So let's go grab a skirt, my loafers and socks, and then we'll figure out some sort of top to pair with it. I pretty much have one skirt that will really work for this aesthetic, and it's my gingham tennis style skirt. So we're gonna start with this. My loafers up here, I have a black pair. These are from M. Jimmy. I love them. But I also have these from Everlane, which are a bit more of like a penny loafer style. I guess I'm just gonna grab them both and we'll see which one works better. I'm also gonna grab a pair of white socks. These have kind of a little lettuce hem edge on them. Very feminine, very preppy. I think these will go perfectly with one of the loafers. I went ahead and threw the skirt and the socks on so we can maybe try out a couple different top options. First one I had in mind was this floral sweater vest I have back here. I think it contrasts well with the black and white plaid in the skirt, but I also thrifted that sweater recently that's very preppy. So let's find that. Ooh, this could be really good. It is a vintage monogram sort of sweater. Reminds me of like a grunge cheerleader vibe, and I think it could go really nicely with the skirt. I went into my other living room closet where I have all my coats and sweaters. I went ahead and pulled the preppy sweater I was talking about that I thrifted recently. I found this plain sweater vest. It's a vintage one I got on Depop. So I have 5 different options, and I'm gonna just try on a couple and see which one I like. I think I'm leaning towards either this sweater or this sweater. I have too many options. This sweater is definitely the best option, and I think it goes along with the preppy aesthetic the best. Now we just need to add a handbag and some jewelry. So preppy, I always go to like a backpack because I feel like it kind of gives a school sort of look. So I have this black one, or I have the same one that I wore in my last look, and I'm honestly thinking I want to go with this one because again, I think that the colors go nicely with this, and I like that it has the contrast of like this plaid and this gingham. I do think I'm gonna grab these glasses again because I'm kind of going for a cool girl preppy vibe. I actually have these little faux Chanel earrings that I got when I was in China like 10 years ago. Maybe I'll do that because I feel like, you know, Chanel, it's kind of classy. And then I also just remembered I thrifted this vintage heart necklace. It's engraved and says Dorothy. Not a Dorothy, but I thought it was super cute. And I think that's it, guys. Back to school. Haven't been back to school in 7 years, but this is my preppy dress like the aesthetic outfit, and I like that it still feels wearable and trendy with the preppy aesthetic that's happening right now. I feel like this is like cool girl preppy because we have the fun sunglasses, we have like a trendy mini skirt. I like this preppy sweater that I thrifted. The socks with the loafers are basically the trend for fall, so I had to throw that in there. And then my same thrifted plaid backpack. I think this was like a pretty good go at the preppy dress like the aesthetic theme. I feel cute and preppy. Next, Cottagecore. Okay, not gonna lie, I had to take to Instagram to try to get some inspiration for this one because I think doing Cottagecore in the fall is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge, but after research, I think the vibe I'm gonna go with is maybe like a long floral dress with a sweater or a sweater vest over top, maybe some boots and socks. Back in the dress closet, I do have this one. It is like a 3/4 length, so that could definitely work, and I think this could be a good layering piece to just throw a sweater over top. Ooh, this could be a good option. Periwinkle sort of floral dress. I also have this Ghani dress. We have 3 very floral dresses to work with. So I think I'm gonna go with this purple one. I like that it's very flowy. It has pockets so you can like gather berries and shit. I think it'll go really nicely with a sweater over top. So let's go see what we can find in my sweater closet. I think actually I have the perfect one. This little lammy sweater with all of the hearts, and I feel like it's a very like cottagecore setting. I'm also gonna grab one of my removable collars to put over this and just make it extra cottagecore. I added a belt under here, and then I just kind of pull the sweater out. I also added this little removable lace collar that I got on Etsy. Now I just want to go with a boot and maybe like a chunky sock. These are called the Leona boot. I have them in brown and black and I love them. Lastly, I'm gonna grab a bag over in my bag area. I have this little woven bag. For earrings, I think I'm just gonna go super simple with my gold hoops. Here's my cottagecore look. This one was definitely a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Overall, I think I feel pretty confident about it, and hopefully the look looks okay together. It's not something I would normally go for, but I think that it's definitely cottagecore for sure. So we have my dock boots, little vintage bag, vintage dress, vintage little lammy sweater, and then this removable collar. This was definitely a really good go at the cottagecore aesthetic. Let's move on to a 4th look and see what they give us. Oh, okay, this one I'm definitely gonna have to do some research. It's e-boy / girl, but I'm excited. I'm gonna take on this challenge. I feel like I might have to switch up my makeup on this one because the makeup to me is what makes an e-girl a lot of times. But in terms of the clothes, I would definitely say it verges on like schoolgirl meets like punk emo a little bit. There's definitely a lot of like chains, leather, black, sort of grunge vibes, fishnets. I'm seeing a lot of like black skirts. So I have a black patent leather skirt that I think will be perfect. And then I think if we pair it with some fishnet tights, that will be a really good base to our outfit. This one is the one I think I want to style up. It is a mini, but it's like patent leather. So I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna grab my fishnet tights. I actually have a couple options. So I have these tights that have kind of a fishnet design to them. They're just like a diamond shape, which I feel like these are more my speed, but if I really want to go like all out, I could wear these fishnets that have all these little sparkles on them. So I don't know, I'm gonna try these out. I also went ahead and grabbed this little lace bralette too, just to maybe go over something or layer with something. I saw a lot of black lace, so this could definitely be an option. The tops are going to be difficult for me because I feel like this is where the look is really gonna come together. So I'm gonna pull a couple options that I think will work. First, I have this Death Row Records tee. I think it goes along with the theme pretty well. Other top options, maybe this with the bralette over top. Maybe I'll just grab like this white sheer button down. We'll see how it layers with the bralette. This might also work. We could pair the bralette over. I tried on a couple of the options. They felt a bit too far for me, but this feels a little bit more wearable. I ended up choosing these diamond tights, and then I opted for a white button down with this lace bralette over. I think this is a good start, but I think the accessories and maybe the makeup are going to make this look kind of the most e-girl. I'm definitely thinking for shoes, I want to wear my Doc Martens. I added the hearts. They're a little bit lopsided, you know, I'm not an e-girl. Bear with me. Last is jewelry, and I think I'm gonna add a bunch of like chain necklaces, maybe in varying sizes. Hopefully that will kind of add to like the grunge aesthetic that we're going for. I also have this snakeskin red bag with the chain handle that I think could be kind of edgy. Okay guys, it's very hard for me to take myself seriously right now because I feel like I am cosplaying an e-girl, and this was a very unexpected aesthetic for me to get. Would I ever wear this out in public? Probably not, but for someone who doesn't dress an e-girl sort of aesthetic, I think that I executed this as well as I could with the things I had in my closet. So I started with the leather skirt. I feel like a lot of the looks had leather or plaid skirts, and then I did these diamond tights underneath. I also paired my Doc Martens. On top I did this lace bralette and then a little button down underneath. The belt with the chain, I saw a lot of them wearing like the chain belts. I layered all these gold necklaces on top, and then I topped it all off with this red snakeskin bag. So that is the e-girl aesthetic. I'm excited to move on to the next one. I hope it's not as hard as this one was. Back in my regular makeup, feeling much more me, and I think this is going to be the last look because the sun is starting to set, and this has been a lot of work to put these outfits together. So let's see what our final dress like the aesthetic outfit is. I'm pretty nervous after that last one what they're gonna give me, but let's see. Minimalist. Okay, this one I can get behind because that feels much more true to my aesthetic. Even though I love vintage stuff, I love, you know, more is more always, but a minimalist outfit I feel like you can't go wrong with. It's chic, it's effortless, it's easy to put together, and I feel like you always look good in a super minimalist outfit. I think minimalist outfits get a rep for being kind of boring sometimes and just like bland, so I want to steer clear of that and make an interesting outfit that is still minimalist. I think what I'm going to start with is a blazer. I have a couple blazers in mind, so let's pull those and then we can kind of create the look around the blazers. So first I have this blue blazer. You guys saw me thrift recently, so I'm gonna try this one. I also have a black leather blazer that I think could be cool and a little bit edgy for a minimalist look. Back in the living room closet. Black leather blazer, I think this is going to be a good like edgy minimalist look. So with these two blazers, I think I'm going to go with a pair of light wash jeans that I just got recently from the brand Cotton. They're a sustainable brand and I've been loving these jeans. They're called the Anti-Fit Denim. So here they are. Just a good 90s fit. I think I'm just gonna go with a basic t-shirt. That to me is like minimalist, like t-shirt, jeans, blazer, sneakers, done, out the door. I just threw this blazer on and I think I like the navy one a bit better. It has more of an oversized fit. It's just a plain basic like white tee. I think if we just go with something like clean lines, that will be the best option. I've really been into like trucker hats recently. I basically have 3 different options. One was thrifted, one was gifted to me by the brand Merit, and then this one is from the brand Wish Me Luck. They're like a small brand based out of LA. I'm not sure about this hat, but I'm gonna go with this one just because I've been wanting to wear it and I think it's really fun. I think it adds just a little bit of like a vintage vibe to the outfit. I already have on these simple gold hoops, gonna keep that on. I think I'm gonna add a thin gold necklace, and then I just need to add some shoes, which I think I'm just gonna do these that are sitting right here. Just a basic pair of cream sneakers. For a bag, I think I'm going to go with my Coach. Here is my 5th and final dress like the aesthetic look. This is my minimalist outfit, and again, this is just something I would absolutely wear right now. I have an oversized blazer that I thrifted from Goodwill for like $4, plain white tee, vintage inspired denim. These are my Everlane cream sneakers, kind of a dad sneaker to go with the dad hat. And then I topped off the look with this leather Coach bag I thrifted. In all honesty, I think this is my favorite look because it feels very me. It feels very easy to put together. This might be my favorite. I'm glad we ended on a high note. And that's a wrap, guys. That is it for today's video. What a journey it was to put together some of those looks, but I had such a fun time. I hope that at least one of these looks resonated with you. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I post videos every Sunday and would love to see you back around here. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TaylorMadeStyle. I will see you guys next week. Derek and I are going to Chicago and I will be thrifting and just bopping around the city, and I'm really excited to take you guys along on that. So get excited for that next Sunday. And until then, have a great week. Love you. Bye.